Nuseir Yassin, or mas kilalang Nas Daily, nagsalita na. Dear Louis, I have also kept my silence for 2 years out of respect to you. But I can't let you share falsehoods on the internet for free. I was very inspired by your story. In fact, I was so inspired by what you achieved that I flew in from Singapore to the province in the Philippines just to support you. As you can see in the picture, we are trying to tell the world about your story. By the way, no other media did that. They just report from their fancy offices. But we wanted to go the extra mile for you. We spent 2 days flying and we were very excited for your story of how you revolutionized the cacao industry in your province according to the internet. We know this story already, so that's why we flew in to come meet you. To my biggest sadness and surprise, your story was not true on the ground. Once we arrived at your plantation, once we saw the village and talked to the farmers, we came to the conclusion that there is no story here. That's the awards on the internet are just that, awards. Our investigation has made it clear that your story in the media is false and that there are no 200 farmers that you work with and there are no cacao plantations that you don't personally profit from. Even though we flew in for 2 days, we had to pack up and leave because I will never ever put fake news on the Nas Daily. I was so sad because we have invested tens of hours to support you. When we told you in person that we believe your story is not true, you understood us and you bid us farewell. We thank you for your time and your hospitality and we went back to the airport. In fact, we took nice picture with your family before we left. The cacao project you mentioned is a family business which you profit from. I flew back to Singapore disappointed. But of course, I didn't want to hurt you. I would never want to do that. I flew in to support you in the first place. So I kept my silence for 2 years. But now that you speak up about it, I have 2 advices for you. Be truthful about your work. The cacao project is not as truthful as the media says it is. Do not share online falsehoods. That is borderline illegal. Everything you said is with malicious intent and it is clearly not how I speak. We have 5 years of evidence to back that up. 40% of my company is Filipino. Our actions back up our words. From making Nas Daily, I have learned that sometimes good intentions do good unnoticed. In fact, good intentions get punished sometimes. But examples like yours will never stop us from believing in the good of humanity. We will continue to support the Philippines and we will continue to promote people who need their story told. Hopefully, one day I can come back to tell your story again. You are, after all, an inspiring individual.
Mag-subscribe at i-click ang notification bell para sa mga susunod na video updates. Maraming salamat po.